do it. It's your boy, Jeff Jones.
You know who it is. The one and only upset specialist in the house, Thomas Boykin.
Yeah. Always saying forever who? Mr. Mike Jones.
And this is 234 Sports Talk, fellas. Let's talk about it.
Let's get
Let's talk
at it.
about it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Tonight, it's about to go down, fellas. Game 5, the series all tie, NBA Finals 2-2. Turns back to OKC tonight. Fellas, as we look at this game 5, and they're saying that OKC is favored by 9.5 points. As we look at this game, fellas, what do you think is going to happen on tonight? Will OKC win this game on their home turf, or will Indiana steal another one in OKC?
I am voting that OKC is going to take a stranglehold on this series tonight. Indiana is going to put up a valiant effort. They're going to play well. It's going to be a dogfight. But I think Oklahoma City is going to take a stranglehold on this series and go back to Indiana up 3-2. That's just gut feeling. I think Shea is going to show up big tonight. I think he's going to show up and show out tonight. And I think the bench is going to go with him. Because most of the time when they're at home, the bench plays outstanding. They normally go abnormal when they play, especially in pressure situations. So I look for OKC to go up 3-2 after tonight. What you got on them, Jay?
Yeah, I believe that Oklahoma City is tired of playing around with the Pacers. I think Indiana had a shot to really put a grip on this thing the other night, and I don't know if they got tired or what would have happened late in that ball game. But I think now this is Oklahoma City's championship to lose, and I just look forward tonight for SGA to get some big numbers tonight. Man, he's gonna show us why he was the league MVP. And I think the magic has run out, especially with Halliburton, man. I think now I don't know, something just seems a little bit off that third, fourth quarter. I don't know. I think he's worn down. They beat some pretty good teams to get here, and I think when you like the underdog or whatever, at some point it kind of takes a toll on your team, takes a toll on your body. But now Indiana still got a shot if they don't get too far down. I mean, getting down by 20 in the first quarter or the first half is not going to do them any favors. So they definitely going to have to come out strong. They're going to have to get another 20-point lead or 15 early and try to hang on to it to have any chance of winning this game tonight. But I'm still going to take Oklahoma City Thunder to win this tonight.
Fellas, SGA is averaging 32.8 points in the NBA Finals. 32.8. Do you think he goes for another 30-point game? Because I noticed whenever he goes over 30, good things happen for OKC.
Well, the what goes hand in hand with that is when he most of the time goes over 30, the bench goes with him. So if he goes over 30 and the bench goes with him, 9 times out of 10 they win. So if with that being said, if he goes for another 30 point tonight and the bench goes, OKC should win this. OKC should win this game.
Yeah, I agree, man. Like I said, I think he go for more. He might hit that 40-point mark tonight. And like you said, Thomas, yeah, when he goes, that means that the bench and the rest of the team is going along with him. And it's hard to pick your poison on who to stop because you don't know who to stop, especially if you got a hot man shooting a real good percentage from the field and he's scoring 30 and 40 plus tonight. And
Exactly.
the bench gets fired up off of it. Hey, they feed off of his energy. So he definitely know he's got to bring those 30-point games for them to win. He can't get a 20-point game or a 15-point game and expect for them to win. So he's gonna have to bring it. and and I know he's the league MVP. A lot of people trying to compare him to young MJ and or past MVP players, and if that's the case, I think we're going to get a lot more out of him tonight than we've seen any other time during the playoffs.
Fellas, I have a question for you. Do you all think, and Mr. Boykin, you talked about this, Chet Holmgren. Do you think he shows up tonight? He had 14 points and 15 rebounds the last game, and we still haven't seen anything explosive from him. Do you all think he's going to show up maybe tonight?
I think possibly tonight, with it being a home game, he might come out a little extra energized. So look for Holmgren to come out and maybe set a defensive tone, maybe hit a couple of shots to loosen him up a little bit, but definitely look for him to set a defensive tone. He's really good at defense to offense. So I look for him to, get after a couple shots, block a couple shots, get a couple key rebounds, and get out on the break. I look for him to be a high impact person in this game.
Did you all see how he rolled that ankle that last game?
Yeah, that was yeah. That's gonna play a part too of how he heals from that. With him
That he
being
toughed
these
up.
with him being the young buck, he probably heal up that quick. Now, if
But
had
you
have
know
been
what?
somebody that was in his later 30s and doing that, it might be a different problem.
But the way I see it with Holgram is that he don't really have to give me 20 points or like that. He give me a steady. If he can give me a triple double or a double double, you know what I'm saying? Give me at least 12 points, 13 points. Uh,
Oh,
Stay on them
now
boards.
that dude is a walking double double for real.
Yeah,
He's a
yeah. If he can,
walking double double anytime he
yeah.
wants.
And my thing is, he don't have to do anything uh,
No,
extraordinary. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Just be
but
you and clean up them boards.
he's kind of sort of their anchor on defense as far as blocking shots
Yeah,
because
yeah.
he's got the length and the jumping ability to block a lot of shots. So he's going to be a key element, especially on the defensive side of anchoring the defense, and maybe, like I said, getting out on conversion defense to offense and get out on a couple breaks.
Yeah, I think if he can frustrate Turner down low,
That
and
ain't
get him
hard to
into
do.
some foul trouble. Yeah, I don't think you just got to have a big explosion from him. Just let him be steady. And but for Oklahoma City, another cat that I'm looking at, man, is I believe his last name is Williams.
Jalen Williams.
Yeah, when Williams get going and SGA is going,
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough
oh,
sledding.
That's a problem.
It's tough sledding. I'm here to tell you, it's tough sledding. When both of them is going, it's tough sledding.
hmm
So
So who do you all? Okay, Mr. Boykin.
go ahead, go ahead. You good?
Who do you all think needs to get going for Indiana on tonight in order for them to, try to win this game and take it back to Indy up 3-2?
I think Mike Jones hit the nail on the head the last show. Siakam has to show up this game, big time. Halliburton, yeah, so much, but more so Siakam, more so the other power forward. They got to show up big time to give Halliburton some help. If they don't show up and give him no help, it's going to be a long night for him.
yeah, I'm like this. I still think Halliburton is he's got to look to score. I mean, he's got to look to score for them to have any chance. And but like you said, Siakam, he's got to help. He's got to be just focused like Halliburton is for them to have any chance. You get those two, and then you get some other guys, two guys that can be solid on the boards, and you gotta have other people knock down shots, man. They gotta knock down
Got to,
shots.
got to. When you get a wide open look, you got to knock it down. If you don't, it's going to be a long night for you.
hmm And
Now,
then all of that.
Neesmith,
Oh,
go
sorry
ahead,
about
Mike
that.
Jones.
Now I was gonna say also, and this personally doesn't have to be an individual. This has to be a collective with the team.
Exactly.
They cannot turn the ball over. They
No.
got to get something out of a possession.
What they said,
Yeah.
what we always say in college ball, you got to value the orange, baby. You got to value the orange. If you don't, bad things happen.
Now, Neesmith had a really good game. If you all remember, when game three,
Yeah.
he had a really good game. He shot the ball well. I think that along with Siakam, I think and you all talked about supporting cast and Mr. Boyke, you've been talking about your guy Toppin. I think it's gonna be a collective thing.
Mhm.
Everybody's got to get busy. McConnell got to get busy, and you're right about that. I think if they don't really show up as a team tonight, man, they're gonna get run up out of OKC.
Yeah.
The good thing is, the good thing is about Indiana is that if you go out in this game and you choke game 5, game 6 is in Indiana. So you have a shot to redeem yourself to at least force a game 7. Now your back is going, you're going to have to go back to Indiana with your back on the wall. Now you have to play good. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. You have to play good. Otherwise, your season's done and you're going to fish. So, kind of, sort of, I'll say this kind of, sort of, this is a must win for Indiana. If they want to put any pressure on Oklahoma City, this is a must win for Indiana.
Yeah, I agree. I think the pressure right now is on Indiana right now. You know what I mean?
Yes,
You're
sir.
going into to a hostile environment, and the crowd. If nothing else, that's the like they do in football. That's the 12th man right there.
Yes, sir.
So, but if you can sneak out there, if you do lose, if Indiana do lose, it needs to be a tight game to where they know, hey, we probably should have won that game. So when we go back to Indiana, we're gonna take this thing. But they can't come out this game. But the NBA is kind of funny, guys. They can lose by 20 tonight and then come back and win by 20 in the next game.
Oh,
So it's
absolutely.
NBA,
That can
the league
happen.
is funny. So
Yeah.
I don't know how much pressure is on these guys, unlike college basketball. I don't know how much pressure is on these dudes, man, if there's any.
Yeah. I wholeheartedly agree, Mike Jones. Uh, at any given time, anything can flip a switch, and you never know. Oklahoma City might drop the next two for some ungodly reason. They may drop the next two. You don't know. So, just like we just had in college football, we had a what 7 seed win a national championship, even though they wasn't a true 7 seed, but a 7 seed win a national championship. When does that happen? You don't see
Fellas,
it rarely. It rarely happens. So, um, like I said, this is a guy. This is a must have for Indiana right now tonight. This is a must have for them to have a shot. This is a must have. They got to show up. Otherwise, this is going to be big pressure in an elimination game.
Well, look at this too, guys. We talked about the players, and Thomas. I know you definitely want to talk about this. It's the coaching. Who's going to get our coach tonight?
Uh, I'll tell you this, Indiana, like both you and Jeff said, you cannot turn the ball over 19, 20, 25 times and expect to win. And to me, that many turnovers in a game reflects on coaching because there's no way you sit and let your team turn the ball over that many times and you don't make any adjustments.
But I'm gonna say this. Now I don't know much about Oklahoma City's head coach. Now Carlisle, I kind of trust him more. If it's gonna be a close, tight game, or we are in this this pressure situation, I trust Carlisle to be able to coach a better game because he's been in this environment before. Now, Oklahoma City,
Absolutely.
I don't know much about him. I think he's fairly young. So, but sometimes with you comes what you don't know don't hurt you type thing. You're not scared.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it may favor Oklahoma City, what they don't know. but we'll see.
Yeah. That's why they play the game. So I think Oklahoma City, in the same token, can't come out and turn the ball over either. Because with the series being 2-2, and Indiana's has already beaten them at home once already. So it's already in their head, hey, we've already lost to these guys once at home. We can't afford to lose another one. Because the other one, let's flip the script. Now, if Oklahoma City loses this game, it's a must win for them to win on the road. Even though they've done it, but it's a different pressure trying to win on the road.
Check this out. Now the series is 2-2. So if like we're talking about tonight, right? Who's gonna win? So out of the two wins by each teams, who do you feel better about? I mean, who the eye test? Does Indiana two wins give you more confidence that hey, they got this, or does Oklahoma City two wins seem better?
That's a good question. If you look at the two wins by Indiana, both of them were fairly close. If you look at the two wins by Oklahoma City, one was a rout and one was semi-close. Edge would go to Oklahoma City in that particular scenario. The edge would go to Oklahoma City as far as style points while they're winning. Oklahoma City. Now, if it gets down nitty gritty, grimy, nasty, Indiana. So uh, it would be huge. If I'm coaching this game and I'm Indiana's coach, I'm making this game grimy. I'm making this game real grimy.
Hey, I agree. I'll make it a what they call a helter skelter type
Yeah.
thing.
Oh,
I'll make it
absolutely.
chaotic.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm making this I'm just making this a flat out dogfight.
Mhm.
Because number one, if I'm Oklahoma City or if I'm Indiana, it's tied at 2. I don't have anything to lose right now.
Yeah.
So I can go in really in this game tonight. Oklahoma City's back's on the wall because this is a gotta have it, especially at home with your home crowd with the sixth guy in the crowd. You got to have this game. You have to have this game. It's just cut and dry because if you give this game away, like we just said, it's been a strange year in sports. Underdogs been stinging people all year.
But you wanna know something? What's in Indiana favor? They have beat Oklahoma City
Oh
in
yeah.
Oklahoma.
Oh yeah.
And uh I look at it this way too, I was talking about Chicago Bulls. I think when Michael Jordan, when they first won a championship, I think they won it on the Lakers' home court.
They did.
So, and then that's when the dynasty kind of took off. Oklahoma City may not get this one in Oklahoma. They may end up having oh yeah, they might. Yeah, I'm just thinking they will get this one tonight, and then they might just go. Now we'll talk about next week's or the next game thereafter, but I honestly believe that this thing is gonna go down in 6. And I think, what I'm saying, Oklahoma City gonna get this thing done tonight, and then they're gonna get it the next game, I believe in Indiana.
It
It's gonna
could
be a
be.
wrap. No more basketball.
You love basketball. That's my man.
Fellas, I don't know if you all heard this, but Oklahoma City Thunder broke the NBA single season scoring record,
Oh yeah.
accumulating, listen to this, 12,205 points.
I wonder who
Wow.
the record holder was previous to that.
It was
Uh,
Golden State, the Golden
Golden
State
State.
Warriors.
Should have known.
Golden
That's
State
still what I'm
Warriors.
saying.
Should have known.
Hey, but
They
listen,
had
that's
12,161 points and Golden State did. Now OKC has 12,205
Hey, but listen,
and
Jeff,
counting.
Oklahoma, I mean, Golden State, yeah, if you was to ask that question, I think for me, I definitely would have said Golden State. But Oklahoma City quietly did it to me. I didn't know they was scoring like that. Maybe I
Oh
just wasn't
yeah.
watching them all season like that, but I didn't know they were scoring on a level that Golden State was scoring on.
Now let's go. Let's take it a step further. Hey, Jay, how many points did Indiana score this season? Because I know they were a prolific scoring team this year. Because I know they were averaging over 100 this year as well. Good, not no little bit either.
So you think they're probably in the top five?
I bet you.
Hmm. Wow.
I'll
I bet
bet
you,
you.
to be honest with you, the way this league is set up, man, I bet you it's a lot of teams that has got a high scoring average.
Oh heck yeah! Because defense
You
is
know what I'm
not a
saying?
premium now.
Right.
Defense is an occasional stop here and there, and then they win off of an occasional stop, but
I mean,
not
you look at
nobody
how many
consistently clamping nobody.
right, and you look at how many threes are being thrown up per game per any team.
And if you
So,
think about it, if the more threes you shoot like that, it's more chances for offensive rebounds
right.
for those
They
that
they
like
rank
to for those that like to rebound.
they scored 9,628 points, ranked seventh in the league.
Oh wow.
I told you they scored. They can score the
But
ball.
but still, you said 9,000 and
Yeah,
Oklahoma
That's like
City had 12.
3,000 less.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's like 3,000 less, dude. That's a lot.
Wow. Mm,
Yeah,
mm,
that's
mm,
saying
mm.
something.
So, fellas, what's the predictions for tonight's game? As we you know, we almost there, 1 hour away. What's your predictions for tonight's game? And matter of fact, this series beyond tonight's game.
Uh, I think I got Oklahoma City winning this game. I got Oklahoma winning this game in a close game. I think Indiana's going to come to play. I think they're going to muck it up. I think they're going to give them a hard way to go to earn it. But I got OKC winning this thing by like 8.
Hmm. Well, like I said earlier, I got Oklahoma City winning this game tonight. I said it to Jeff when the playoffs first begun. The Oklahoma City, it was their championship. The gold ball was theirs to lose. Nothing has changed since that, and I look for I look for a big night out of SGA scoring 40. I look for the team to be blistering tonight. Oklahoma City is going to be on fire. And I can't see Indiana weathering the storm. I say Indiana gets blown out by 15.
So, Mike, you think it's gonna be over before the first quarter or
Okay.
halftime?
I think the first quarter, Oklahoma City is going to jump on them and they're going to keep the foot on their necks the whole 4 quarters. I just don't, I think Indiana may make a run, but it's not going to be anything to make any kind of pressure on Oklahoma City tonight.
Watch this score I'm about to tell you. This is going to be the final score. It's going to be 130 to 122.
Hmm,
Woo! It's a lot of points.
Watch.
that is a lot of
Watch.
130 to 122 in favor of OKC.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so fellas, I got OKC winning tonight too. We all do. Okay, let's say this when this series goes back to Indiana. Mike? You said the buck stops at 6. Is there a possible game 7?
Absolutely. There is absolutely a possibility for game 7. Uh, OKC is known to go to sleep at key moments in a ball game. And if they do that in game 6, Indiana will put them to sleep. I'm telling you. If they don't go out and perform and go out and try to close the deal, Indiana will force a game 7.
I think it's going 7, fellas. I think it's going 7. I think OKC wins tonight. They go back to Indy. Indy protects their court, and then they go back to OKC. I got OKC in 7.
Only reason I say I might agree with Mike Jones is because Oklahoma City's been a really good road team this year. And that road experience may come into play in game 6, where they're in a position where if they got to smell blood, they can go get it. SGA is no stranger to going to get points. It's just a matter of making shots in a timely fashion and everybody going with them. If they do that, it'll go 6. If they don't, it's going 7.
Well, they throwing a lot of bodies at them. And
Oh,
I think
yeah,
that
without
when they go
question.
back to Indiana, man, I think, man, Nimhard and all them guys going to be coming at them. And I think they're gonna play a physical game with him, I think. And
They're
they're
going
gonna
to play
kind
a
of throw him
physical.
off his game when they get back to Indiana.
They're going to play them physical tonight. That's why I said 120 to 130, 122 to 130. They're going to play them physical tonight. They're going to have to just get off and they're going to have to keep Indiana off of them some kind of way, either with a blitzkrieg of points or a lot of stops on defense. But they're going to have to keep Indiana some kind of way off of them.
All right, Jeff, I'm gonna say it like this, man. I'm gonna say it like Kevin Garnett said when he won the championship with Boston.
Anything is
Anything's possible.
possible.
You're right,
And
man.
I just don't think it's possible from my thinking. But it's possible that, like I said, it could be a blowout the way I'm predicting it. It could be a blowout tonight, and then they could go to Indiana, and Indiana could return the favor and blow them out. And then it just be that
Absolutely.
one game. I kind of hope that's how it works out, man. I want to see a whole full series. I don't want to be cut short. But anything's possible though.
Yeah. It would be good for a winner takes all game. One
Yeah,
game winner take all.
yeah. Because honestly, the NBA needs they need the viewing. They need to see the fans, the people need to see a real these last 3 games need to be lights out, man. They don't need no blowouts. They need to be competitive. And if they can do that, maybe we can leave this summer saying, well, hey, the league is going to be okay for the next couple of years. But they definitely need to make these last 3 games, a night to remember.
What if they made what if they made the championship series the best of 9 instead of the best of 7?
Man, them young
That's a lot
boys,
of
I don't
games.
know if they can make it.
That's a lot of games.
Yeah, I don't think we get too many viewers, man. I think at some point they be like,
Hey, you see they're talking about changing the college football format again.
yeah, I heard that. Yep.
So anything's possible, dude. I mean,
I'm like this, man. I wonder if they shortened it, made it 3 games, like, for the NBA. 3 games. You get
well, if you remember back in the day when Magic and them was playing, the first series was always the best of 5.
best of 5. Yep. I remember
Yep.
that.
Yep.
Because
But y'all
sometimes
know
when it goes too long, man, it
money.
just,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because originally, like I said, originally when they started, the first round was the best of 5. Then the next round was best of 7. Everything after the first round was best of 7.
Yeah.
But I kind of like this best of 7, fellas. I just for the simple fact that you feel like you get a lot more basketball.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Hey, pressure is on in best of 5. You got to get out and get out quick.
Yeah. Go home quick.
Man, listen, that part. You mess around and get jumped on quick and be down 2-0 and you got to think You go if you go down 2-0 in a best of five, your back is on the wall big time.
Right. See, my thing is what I worry about is the league, uh, the championship being watered down. I mean, it's almost like, man, when you're talking about a championship, this is why I like the NFL. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you have the playoffs and then you get to the championship. That's one game, man. You treat it like it's an award show. It's the final of the final. Everybody's gonna tune in this particular day or night to watch this. But when you do it over a period of time, yeah, be like, well, how many games they played so far? Oh, they didn't play three. Oh man, I'll watch them next time. You know what I'm saying? I'll catch them in the
So
next game.
so how about this for a championship series? How about the best of three?
Yeah, that's the
Hey,
three.
That's
best
too
of
short,
three is
fellas.
pressure, dude. The
That's too
best
much
of three
pressure.
is pressure.
But it'll be over before it starts. That's the only thing, man. And if we all like basketball, man, and I think that we wouldn't like that because the season would end real fast.
Yeah, it
Well,
would. It would make the June go real quick.
But look, Jeff, just the thing, you gotta try and invite other people in other than us fans that likes to watch. Some people say they can endure. So a lot of people may not like basketball, but if they can watch it for one or two times, they'd be okay with it. But to sit up there and ask them to watch a basketball series, 7 games, they'd be like, nah, that ain't my thing. You know what I'm saying? But you put it on a prime time spotlight one particular time or two times, three times, you might get more people to view.
I'm gonna tell y'all why it'll never happen though. Money.
Oh yeah,
Money, 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 money. It'll never happen.
facts.
Fellas, while we on this NBA, on talking about the NBA finals, uh last time we were together, we were talking about the New York Knicks and their coaching search. Mike Brown, his name has come up. They're looking to interview him. Fellas, do you think he's a good fit in New York, or do you think New York needs to look somewhere else?
New York needs to be finding another young talent because if you think about it, the league is getting younger, and you need somebody that understands how the youngsters play in order to make it work and maximize each player in each position. Uh, Brown is old school, and a lot of people, and especially these youngsters, ain't gonna like the in your face approach. And that's how Brown coaches, in your face kind of guy. So I don't think New York will respond to that. That's just me. I think they need to find another young coach. I think they need to go in the college ranks and pull out a young college coach. That's
Well, hey,
just
I'm gonna
me.
I'm gonna say it like this, man. Brown, he's a journeyman. He's been around for a minute, and I agree, Thomas, that he probably has an old school way of coaching. And but the thing with the Knicks is, it's championship or bust. You fired a coach that got you to the conference final. You got whatever you get, it's gonna have to put you over the top. It's championship, whether you lose it, okay, that's one thing. But I don't know if Mike Brown is gonna get you further than what the coach did this year for the Knicks. You know, and like I said, he's a good coach. Don't get it twisted, but I don't think he's a championship coach. Now he could fool us. He may well could be that guy given a chance. You know what I mean? Especially he's got a loaded roster. You know what I'm saying? So you might could do something with it, but um, I just don't like that coaching search right there. I don't.
Fellas, there's another name that has come up too. Taylor Jenkins, former coach of the Memphis Grizzlies. He's another name that has come up, and they're looking to interview him too. What do you guys think about him?
He didn't get nothing done in Memphis, so I got nothing. You got no results in Memphis. He got Memphis to what? Maybe the playoffs once or twice, and they didn't win a series. They won a couple games in the series, but they didn't win a series. So you didn't really bolster your resume really at all. So yeah, no, that would be a hard pass on mine.
Yeah, me
It's
too,
not
Jeff.
looking good. Go ahead,
Jeff,
Mike
let me ask
Jones.
you a question. Which era of Grizzlies did he coach?
Well, he
Did
was
was
just with
he
those guys.
coach
He
John
just got
Morant?
fired.
Yeah, he
Oh,
was
Yeah,
yeah.
with
just
John Morant now.
Oh, no, I wouldn't hire him. No. My thing
fellas.
is, whoever you hire, you got to swing big. You got to swing for a guy that has all the accolades. I mean, like back in the day, even though it didn't work out with him with the Knicks, like a person like a Phil Jackson or somebody that has won a championship that knows how to get it done.
Yep. And this is
Which
why I said with the pedigree that Mark Jackson has that put Golden State on the map to where they are now, why wouldn't you hire Mark Jackson or at least try to pull him in for an interview to see what he's thinking?
I'm finna tell you why that wouldn't work. If my understanding is, I heard a lot of play. Now this is behind the scenes. Now this is after the firing that they didn't like the coaching style. And then when you're talking about Brown being a in your face, old school type of coach, you already know Mark Jackson ain't having no nonsense. That right there ain't gonna go well. And then I don't know. I think the players will love him, but he ain't nothing to play with as far as coaching. Now he gonna be about his business. I don't know if them young cats can handle that.
Hey, he got Steph in him to handle it. So, hey,
Yeah, that's true.
what more can you say? He took them from being a nobody to top of the food chain.
Yeah, but he know how to do that.
Even though he didn't get a chance to finish the job, he set it in motion.
Yeah.
I think they messed up, fellas. I'm just be honest with you. I think the Knicks messed up. I don't think they thought this over good enough. I think they should have just gave Tibbs another year, uh, and then figured it out. Because I think right now, I mean, they tried to talk to Jason Kidd. Dallas denied that. They tried to talk to Billy Donovan. They couldn't get that. They couldn't make that happen. Now I kind of feel like they just gonna settle for anybody. That's how I feel. I think they're gonna get desperate and they're gonna settle for anybody. And like I know, that them New York Knicks fans, if they don't win a championship or come as close as they did this year, they're not gonna be happy at all.
I tell you what, if I'm them, if I'm going where they're going as far as coaching goes, I would see if they would Houston would let them talk to Udoka.
I don't think that's even happening. I think they denied that. They won't let them. Nobody's looking to let they go of a good coach.
Yeah, they should have never let go of what they had. If it got them to the NBA, if it got them to the Eastern Conference Finals, it was just a couple of things that was missing to get them over the hump. You can fix that in the season. It's just a couple of. I think New York's biggest problem was they didn't play hardly enough anybody. They played seven guys. You're not gonna win a series playing seven guys. You're gonna burn them out.
But look at
Indiana
this.
exposed that.
I'm gonna say this right here. New York, man. I get a little angry with New York because New York are who we thought they were when it comes to winning championship. They end up doing dumb stuff. That's why they ain't won a championship or come close because they make him. Come on, man. New York, you supposed to. That was just a boneheaded move that you did. You thought you were better than what you were, probably. And so now you're gonna be stuck. And now what's gonna happen is you're gonna start declining. That team gonna start declining. And they're not gonna. Man, Milwaukee got a ring before they did, as of late. You know what I'm saying? That's not supposed to happen. New York, you're supposed to be winning championship like the Lakers, man. And you
Well, when
keep
you
doing
don't
it. I don't
draft
know.
people, hey,
It's the owner, man. I don't, the owners, they have great players. You know what I'm saying? They can't get
hey,
that coaching thing together.
that's another Jerry Jones.
Yeah.
Well, y'all,
All
I,
in.
I, I think it's gonna get ugly for New York. I hate to say it. I mean, I'm so happy for the fans of New York. They finally got a good product. The team is playing good, man, looking good, and made it pretty far.
You know
But
who
I
else I
think
would look at as a coach for them? I forgot about him, but who I think would be a good coach for them would be Nate McMillan.
Hmm.
I don't. But once again, we looking like, okay, you got rid of your coach. You talking about you want a new voice in the locker room. You're talking about you want somebody that's been there, that's won a championship, that knows how to take you to the promised land. Pretty much, he can't do that. He hadn't done that. I think these guys are stuck between a rock and a hard place. I
Yeah,
think they are.
I mean, you got it's options out there. It's just a matter of which way they choose to go.
So do you think they
And
Don't
need to
settle.
take their time?
I think they probably need what I would do if I'm New York, I would rehire who I just fired and bring them back. That's what I would do. But I mean,
Hey, and if I'm the head coach, boy, I'm gonna eat their pockets too.
Man, I I think I look at the call I did. They called me something.
Mike Jones, they could
It's a
call me,
no.
I'll fix it.
It's a no.
There you go.
They could call me, I'll fix it quick.
There you go. And I be the water boy.
I'm gonna get all my boys paid. Who you bringing in on your staff? Give me Mike Jones, Jeff Jones. I know these cats. They my cats. We gonna get it done.
I see you and Mike out there putting in work. I see
Man,
you.
that's some pressure right there. You talking about New York, the Mecca?
That's okay.
I don't want
Exactly.
that
We can
smoke.
handle that.
Exactly, man. So I really hope the best for them guys. I really do, man. Because, man, I would love to see, man, it would be good for them guys to win a championship, man. You
Be
see
good for
Spike Lee,
everything.
man. New York was playing good. Spike was happy, and the
Hey,
fans
New
was
York
happy.
had New York had 2 or 3 shots with Patrick Ewing to win a title where they got to the finals, choked in the finals.
Well, but it'll be great, man. I hope they take their time, and I hope they get a championship caliber guy. I'm telling you, man. I'm looking at this cat, man. I told you all. I
They
think
need
that
one more score. They need one more score.
Yep. They need a score.
I
And they
think
score.
and another thing that I've heard is a lot of people were criticizing Brunson about holding the ball too long. I
Heard
think
that too.
Brunson gonna have to play if they got to get him some help, and I think he's gonna have to buy into sharing that rock.
Well, number I believe he's got Kobe syndrome. If you look at Kobe syndrome, Kobe always said, if you don't put in the work and show me that you can score the ball, why am I going to throw you the ball?
But they ain't gonna win no championship. He ain't Kobe.
No,
He
no.
ain't Kobe.
But he's got to, like Mike had to do with Scotty, he's got to buy in that somebody's going to turn it around and get it done. Your boy, uh,
Cat,
Cat is not that guy.
OG,
Cat is
Cat,
not
Cat.
that guy.
I like Cat. I agree with you, Tom.
Cat is not that guy. Cat makes some of the stupidest decisions as a basketball player in key situations. It's crazy. I'm like, dude, what? Stop. Just stop. Play the game like it's supposed to be played. Play your position. Quit trying to play outside of the box. Because if you notice, people that get in cat ear talk cat right out of his game. I think Mike Jones brought that point in. And if you can talk cat out that easy out of his game, come on, you're not that guy.
Could you
Nobody
imagine
talked Brunson out of his.
what Kevin Garnett would have did with Cat? He would have ate him alive just by
Lunch.
talking to
Yeah, lunch.
him.
Lunch.
Hey, Cat would have walked off the court with his tail tucked between his legs.
Well, number one, Cat wouldn't have been able to run with Garnett because Garnett was one of them cats that ran the floor a lot.
But
He
what I'm
wasn't gonna
saying
keep
is,
up with KG.
Cat man, Kevin Garnett had that mouth. He would sit and just talk
Oh
crazy.
yeah, he would talk crazy to you.
Yeah, Cat would have had his feelings hurt out there on the court. He ain't
Man,
even.
listen, especially if he ain't performing. Oh, dude, KG be like, I got you. I'm all up in your grill, dude. I'm living rent free in your head. Let's go.
I don't know. We'll see. Maybe they can get your boy to come there from Milwaukee.
Doc Rivers.
No, maybe
Not the
maybe
coach.
New York can get Giannis.
Yeah, get Giannis to come there and help out.
Oh, you talking about Giannis now? Yeah, yeah, they can stop that right now. Stop that, nip it in the bud. Word on the street is my boy Giannis is ready to return rather, and play another season for the Bucks.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it ain't written
Word
in
on the street.
stone just yet.
Not
Well, the
yet, yeah.
thing is a lot of people fail to realize Giannis never requested a trade. He just said he was open for the first time to
Yeah,
options,
but
but meeting with the owners and different management of the Milwaukee Bucks, they came to the conclusion and persuaded Giannis to stick around because they got a plan in the future. So right now,
they
yeah,
had
a
a
lot of
plan
people
in the
talking,
future when they got him.
a lot of people talking, but they might well quit right now. Giannis ain't going nowhere.
We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see. Anything can happen because money talk.
Giannis ain't going nowhere. You heard it first right here. You heard it first right here.
So if you see him in the Knicks uniform next year, you heard it right here.
Hey, now look, you put him in a Knicks uniform, then you maybe can get any kind of coach, and they might win, do something. You might can get away with it.
See
Man, I'm looking.
the problem I would have with Giannis going to New York is that they wouldn't have enough basketball between Brunson, Cat, and Giannis. It ain't enough basketballs to go around. Because
Yeah.
Giannis likes to have the ball in his hand. Brunson definitely like to have the ball in his hand, and Cat do dumb stuff with the ball in his hand. So,
Hey, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna get off here. I'm gonna say this. So you know how they had the malls back in the 70s and the 80s, and they was
mm-hmm.
biggest thing. So I think that is what has happened with the super teams. Like you're saying, these super teams, there are not enough basketball, so they're failing now. And so, you know what I'm saying? There's not enough basketball to go around. So you might be right, Thomas. It may just you have to get a whole new nucleus, you know what I'm
Yep.
saying, of stars to win,
Yep.
you know.
Well, fellas, we shall see what happens. We shall see what happens. But OKC is about to put in that work tonight, fellas.
Yeah, I think
We
OKC gets that done.
Yes, sir. We talked about it. Until the next time, it's 234 Sports Talk. We are out. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.